I think at the clinic, Sam, you'll be wired up. So that's why they wanted to test it. Okay. So Will, should I start with some in-hand work?
Yeah, little work in hand, as always.
Okay, great. I've been actually working him, stop, Calvin, right first and then left. I find that he's been going much better to the right.
Good.
Lately. So I've been doing that. So let's go.
Good thing. Whichever is the easier side, start with that.
Whoa. And Sam's also been helping me a little bit here, so that's good.
Excellent.
Okay. Thanks. Calvin, please.
Says I'm ready to go.
I know, right? Calvin.
Oh, this game just stands still before you bother to try to get those names over there. Oh, there, buddy.
Oh.
There you go.
No, you don't just start walking off. There we go.
I'm just trying to help you.
I know, right? He was even stretching into it. I'll walk away from this area here.
Yeah, good. Well, knock on wood, everything's working well here this morning. Nice. Just even starting in the walk, this has gotten so better than it was the first time a few weeks ago, whenever it was I worked with you. His walk is looking livelier. He's picking up his feet and putting them down.
Oh, he's gonna go poop.
That's okay.
He's just pooping. Okay. Come on.
All right. Good job. Stay on the circle for a little bit longer. Keep trying to move that outside rein back a little further up the neck there a little bit. If you raise that outside hand, there you go. And always keeping the slack out so you can feel his contact as he goes down. Nice there, good. Now on your circle, make him go a little more shoulder fore. So move the hindquarters a little bit to the outside.
Okay.
You can get a little more shoulder fore on the circle, so we get him to engage a little bit more. Good there. And every time he kind of pops up a little bit, try to go back to that shoulder fore position a little bit, moving the hindquarters a little more outside. Better. That's it. A little bit more now. Let's see if we can get those hindquarters out a little bit more on the circle.
Hey.
Taking off there, buddy boy. Ooh. There we go, like that. There. Good. Now, the next time you reach the wall over there by B, go ahead and go straight down the long side, and then we'll turn by the center line and try to do a leg yield to the left. Very nice there. There you go. Good. Starting to be good there. Keep it going. All the way to the rail. Good. Now down the next long side, we're going to do a little bit of shoulder 4. So bring the shoulders inside a little bit. He's already kind of in that right now. Now a little shoulder 4 starting here. As you come to the rail, let the hindquarters come off the rail a little bit, but keep the hindquarters in it. Sorry, keep the forehand off the rail a little bit more. We'll take a little more contact with your reins now and bring him inside with the shoulders a little bit so he listens to that outside rein a little bit more. Let's go ahead and do that again down the next long side. Need to get him off the rail a little bit more with his forehand.
Good boy. I'll try that again there, dude.
And this is where we're beginning to take more contact here with the outside rein and beginning to teach him what the outside rein is for. That is to help us position the shoulders. There you go, right there. Right there. Keep that going now. I like that. Good job. If he starts to pull in too much, you know you have to have a little more outside rein. If he starts to turn in, it's more outside rein than inside. Not bad. Keep it going. Keep that. Good. Now turn to the center line again and do another leg yield to the left. Back to the rail again. There, good. And that's how I want the shoulder should be leading, just like that. A little bit more now. It needs to cross over a little more, a little tap of your whip, a little bump of that ball there. That's better. Now I gotta do it one more time. Now that time I want to get a little more crossover. So he kind of threw his shoulders out a little bit too far. So try to keep him a little more parallel to the rail. I want the shoulder to slightly lead, but not so much that he's just kind of walking on an angle towards the rail. So start your leg yield right now as you start to come around the corner, start to move those hindquarters. So he's already starting to move over a little bit while he's in the correct position. There you go. You made the step a little bit faster. Stay up with him there. Ask for a little more step over. There you go. That's better now. Keep that going. Keep it going. All the way to the rail. Another little tap. Moving over a little more. Like that. Very nice. Now back onto the circle there in the center and just let him stretch all the way down now on the circle again. Good, making your circle a little bigger, more like a 20-meter circle. That circle a little small. I like that, there we go. Now feeling that contact, so see if you can feel the contact getting to stretch a little bit deeper into the feel with your hand without any backwards tension, but it's a little more active, alive kind of feel to the hand. There you go, like that. Move that outside rein back up the neck again. There you go. It's hard to do. Got it now. Nice there. Now a little bit deeper one more time. Move the hindquarters over a little bit. If you lose the stretch or we want to get it deeper, we know we have to engage the hindquarters a little more.
There you go.
Yeah, really good, really good, really good.
That's good, Calvin. You didn't have to trot off, though. There you go.
That's it. One more time, just a little bit deeper. Going to take it all the way down your hand. Easy does it.
Yeah, there you go. Come on.
Okay.
It's hard to keep a steady rhythm with him.
It is, exactly. There you go, like that.
As soon as I get it, he's like, okay, now
there you go. That's it. Stay square on your feet. Be careful you don't start to lean over forward. There you go. Good job. A little bit deeper. There we go. Keep working at that. There we go. Like that. Now just there. Good. That's better. That's better. Keep it going. Just move the hindquarters a little bit to the outside. There.
You got it. No, Calvin.
You ready? More time. He's full of energy today. That's a good thing.
No, this is really the first time I've had this reaction consistently to the whip.
There you go. Nice. That's good. You can stop right there and change direction. There we go. Right there. That's what I want. Now I stop. Oh.
Good boy.
Very
You
nice.
got it. Okay. Okay. Yep. Over. Yep. Over. Good boy. Over. Walk.
Nice. Now starting on the circle, start with again, like that. And then begin to push his hindquarters a little bit outside, a little bit of shoulder forward around the circle.
Calvin.
Will, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, look at that. There we go. That's much better than, when was it, Friday?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna turn myself off.
Good. Okay, once again, staying on that circle. There you go. Move the hindquarters a little bit more to the outside. If we can get them to move. Say ho. Bring your shoulders back a little bit as you're walking, even because you he starts going, you start letting yourself fall over forward a little bit. So it's really important. It'll help your contact into your hand if you're square on your feet.
Oh.
There you go. Move those hindquarters to the tap. There we go. Now he's starting to move a little bit for you. There, much better now. There you go, like that. Good. Now just add a little bit more energy to that and it will be good. So now next time as you come around to the wall on the other side, you're going to go large and we're going to come down the center line and try a leg yield to the right.
Okay. Good boy. Walk. You can do it. Walk.
There you go. Good job right there. Really nice. Really nice. Good. Good. Very nice. Good. Now go straight down the wall on this side. Just let him go straight. And then on the next long side, I want you to do a little shoulder forward going away from me. Or where I would be if I were there.
Good boy. No, you don't have to run. You don't. Well.
A little tap.
You can walk, I know. Shoulder four here, right?
Yeah, go down the long side.
Okay. Good boy.
Yeah, nice. Actually, a little easier to the left today.
I know, it's funny. I was just thinking that, and I've been having the opposite problem most days.
Well, that's good. Good. Now let's do that again down the next long side. Need a little more shoulder forward.
Okay.
Shoulders off the rail a little more.
Okay, good boy.
There we go. Just like that, right there. No more than that. Step a little faster yourself to stay up with him. There you go. Yeah, right there. Keep that going. Very nice. Just like that. Good job. Right there. Now back onto the circle. and let him stretch all the way down.
There you go. Yeah, see? Good boy.
I'm going to stay on that circle, just get a little bit deeper. Once again, move the hindquarters out. Once he stops stretching, you know you need to re-engage that inside hind leg again by moving the hindquarters out a little bit.
Good boy.
Once again, move that outside rein up the neck a little more. It's hard to control the shoulders when it's way up forward on his neck like that. There you go, and all the way down. That's what I want to see, right? Stay with him, keep taking bigger steps. As he takes bigger steps, you got to take bigger steps. Like that, good. Yeah, really nice.
Good boy.
And you stop right there, pat him on the neck, and you're ready to lunge.
Good boy. What a good boy. So for lunging, we tried the shorter side reins. That was a couple weeks ago now. No, I guess it was last week. It was just when things were a bit chaotic. So we tried them this week with Sam, and we both felt like he was kind of sucking back and not really stretching into him.
Okay.
So we just ended up lengthening him again a little bit, but maybe you can check that.
Yep.
Today.
Let's take a look.
I've been using yours. Okay. With what happened to the?
That's what I was asking.
What happened to the things? Because I do it with the double loop like you do, and then I. Oh, are you? So they were on the second hole, I think. No, they weren't. I don't think. I think they were on the second hole. Almost positive. If they. I guess it does look like they were there, but. Actually, change it to 3, I think. You're right. Well, there's one on here. Oh. So, Will, how are you doing with all those fires? Last time I saw a map of California, it looked pretty scary. It pretty much looks like half of California.
It's more than half. We're the only place that's not on fire. So
that's crazy.
It's on fire. We're about 35, well, a little more. We're probably about 40 miles from the border. So it's the fire south of us is about 40 miles away and about 40 miles north of us. So we're the only place, if you look on the map, Northern California County is where we are. I mean, San Diego County. But happily, I get up every day holding my breath, believe me. You know, I'm in the middle of this huge wildlife, this undeveloped area.
Ron, like you do, like this. But I have to put it through here, right? Okay.
So we're hoping it doesn't come our way.
No, there's one right there. Well, yeah, I hope not.
But you know, this is only the start of our fire season. We still have 2 more months of fire season.
Wow.
Normally. So this is only the beginning, you know. So, however, last year, about the time we were worried about burning up, rain came in, and that was the end of it. So we're hoping that happens this year.
Yeah.
But that rarely happens 2 years in a row. But who knows with the way climate is changing at the moment.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize that Ron had adjusted these because he was using them too.
No problem. We're just putting up our new teepee this morning.
Oh, yeah?
Guys got to come out and stay in our teepee.
Sam was telling me how you guys have bicyclists that go by your property all the time.
Yeah, not too many, but it's usually on Sundays is the big bicycle day. Even though there are signs everywhere that saying private street, do not enter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We're on a private road, so it's supposed to have a gate on it, but
I need to.
vandals have destroyed the gate.
Did you put the other ones on? Same way. Cool. Okay, Calvin. You ready? I don't know. I'm tempted to go left first today since he did so much better going left.
Yeah, then go left. Let's see what
Okay.
happens. That looks like about the right length of side reins.
Okay, sweetie. Come on. Sam gave me her whip to use, and I didn't believe a whip would make a difference, but it was making a difference. So we'll see if I can show that today, demonstrate that today. Whoa.
Nice.
It's actually longer. Hey.
Yeah.
Stand. Calvin, you used to whoa so well. There we go. It's like a little easier to be accurate,
Yeah.
but it's also longer.
Nice. So you can get him sooner.
Yep.
There we go.
This is like an interesting deflection today of him trotting off every couple minutes because it's kind of new.
Yeah, shows he certainly looks a lot more willing to do something than when I first saw you.
Yeah.
He's beginning to have some desire to move.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. I wouldn't worry about that. He's trying to anticipate what you want a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Come on. Walk.
Starting to get there. Let's go ahead and ask him to trot since he's offering that. Let's go ahead and trot him.
Okay. Trot. Good boy.
Nice. There we go. Ready to go into it. Really nice, right there. Good. So every time he comes up, just bring him on that little smaller circle. So stop following so much and move the hindquarters just like you did in the working hand. We know when he disengages, we've got to re-engage that hind end. There we go. That's better. All right, let's keep that.
I think that's kind of half my fault. I keep moving him right into the wall.
Yeah.
Good boy. Out.
Once again, so hold your ground. As soon as he comes up, just stay where you are and make him go around you on that little smaller circle. Get your whip up and make him active. There you go, until he starts to stretch into it again. Stay right where you are. Again, you see his hindquarters are way inside the circle. So you've got to step and use your whip a little bit and ask him to move those hindquarters away. Hold the front end where it is a little bit by not letting him go. In other words, don't let him go in a larger circle till he starts to move the hindquarters out away from you. No matter what he's doing like that. Because you've got to get him to respond to the whip before we worry about anything else. If he won't move out, you can't get him to do anything. So don't worry about if he does a little hoppy, thing into the canter or whatever else, till we get him to actually listen to you and move those hindquarters a little more to the outside. Stay on that little smaller circle. Just hold your ground there a little bit. Don't walk with it. There you go. Now start to walk with him. So open the circle as he stretches down.
Hey.
But,
Hey.
okay. No,
Keep going.
that's right.
I was afraid he was going to put his foot through.
Yeah, and that's why we're going to stop now because those are too long. So now we're going to stop and shorten those.
Okay. Whoa, Calvin. Whoa, Calvin. Yeah, he starts to play with them almost,
Exactly. Yeah, they're too long. Time to take up the slack.
How much slack do you want me to take up?
Well, take them up 4 or 5 holes there and let me see what happens.
Okay, Calvin, want to try that again? Come on. Come on.
And get behind him, get behind him.
There you go. Go on. Good boy. There you go.
Like it.
Come on.
And go ahead and start the trot again.
Okay.
Once again, stay where you are there. Keep trying to move the hindquarters. You still got the hindquarters inside the circle. So if you have to be a little closer to it, and once again, if he canters a little bit, no big deal. He's got to listen to you and move those hindquarters out. So we don't worry about anything else in terms of whether the trot canter, if he breaks a little bit, no big deal. There you go. That's more like it now. There we go. There we go. Much more like it. There we go. Good. Now go ahead and stop again. We still need to shorten the side reins a little bit more. Let's take them up about another, do you have another 3 holes to go there?
Yeah. Whoa.
I imagine these you can probably start using without the little ropes on them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. But I'll just bring it up 3 holes for now.
Bring it up 3 now, beginning to take it up shorter.
There you go, Calvin. Good boy. Okay. What do I do with my whip? Oh, there it is. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, Calvin. Ready? Yep. Walk over. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah.
Right.
Same thing, bring him up to a trot.
Yep, now let's go trot.
Yeah, good boy. There you go. And trot.
Good. That's more like it. Now try to stay more in the center and actually don't let him go against the rails if you can.
Okay.
So you're not having to use that to straight. That's really good now, like that, good. Now that's the right length.
Yep.
Keep that. Very nice. Yeah, keep that. Nice active. Very good. Now let's ask him to canter ones and see what that looks like.
Ready? And canter. And canter. Canter.
Good.
Should I bring him back down to a normal trot or
No,
no?
just go ahead and put him in the canter any way you can now. Don't
Okay.
worry about it being perfect. Just go ahead and ask him again. There we go.
Canter.
Keep going. Keep that whip. Now bring him back.
And trot.
Now let him settle back into the stretch again.
Come on. Trot.
Again, hold your ground there a little bit.
Good
there.
boy.
There you go. Good job. Same thing again. Good. That's more like it. Nice now.
Boy.
And ask him to stop and hold.
And whoa. Whoa. Good boy. Good boy.
Now it's always better to not drop the whip on the ground when you're doing it. Put it under your arm. If you turn it backwards and put it under your armpit, you can hold it there and still use your hands. But the problem is when you drop it on the ground, I mean, I'm sure you're used to this horse, but you know, if the horse kicks out, that's how people get kicked in the face, is they lean down to pick up the whip and the horse kicks out at them and away they go.
I'm laughing only because you did tell me that one other time, and I have this horrible habit of dropping it all the time. So yep. Go on, walk on.
Not a horrible habit, but a habit.
Yeah, exactly.
In the course of things that could be a horrible habit. Nice there. Good, then go ahead and send him into a trot.
Trot. Good boy.
Now needs a little more activity. Sure you can run the lash out and just give him a little tap, touch it on him. Good.
Good boy.
Keep that. A little more active. Good. And ask him to canter.
And canter. Canter.
Now keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Be ready with your whip to keep him going because he's trying to fall out of it all the time.
Canter.
Now ask him back to the trot.
And trot. And trot. Good boy. Good boy. Trot.
Once again, yield the hindquarters a little bit. There you go. Good. Keep
Good
that.
boy.
Very nice. Right there. Keep that. Keep it going. Very nice. Excellent. Keep that. One more circle. And let him walk.
And walk. And walk. Good boy.
Excellent. That was very good. Now you can let him stop and halt, and let's bring somebody out. Is Sam going to help you with the lunging today? Let's get you up. Same thing we did last time. I want to start with her lunging you or somebody lunging you.
Sure. So Sam, are you going to lunge me today? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think it'd be good if you did, because Sam's actually been helping me by sort of assisting me with my inside leg and my inside rein a little more inside leg than anything, right, Sam? Yeah. Yeah.
I like the looks of that saddle on him.
Sam was just asking if Karen is there because we're supposed to send her a video, but we can send this afterwards of me riding in this saddle.
Yeah. She just left to go to Home Depot. but we'll
Okay.
show it to her later.
Sure.
I can also do a little clip with my phone.
No, Sam's gonna lunge. Maybe you could get my horse ready, or your horse ready, sorry. Actually, I should even ask, were you planning on Will doing trigger 2, or were you planning?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
trigger.
I think what's gonna happen is, I think Sam's gonna ride trigger, actually.
Yep. That's what Ron told me. Can't believe I'm seeing you guys with jackets on there.
Say that again.
I said, I can't believe I'm seeing you guys with jackets on.
That's Sam, because she's a California gal or a Maryland gal.
Well, last time Will saw me, it was like almost 100 degrees. So he knows that I'm coming from a hot climate.
Yep.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it's fall now for me. So my horse and I are both in our coats.
Wow. And your horse is there, right? Now.
Yeah. Legacy's here. He's out there in his coat.
Oh, nice.
And all my horses are looking at him like, dude, why do you have a coat on?
Wait, don't take the side reins off. Leave the side reins on. Leave the side reins on.
Oh, okay. We've been actually lunging without. Okay.
Yeah, I want them on. They should be on. You'll stabilize much better.
Okay, sorry about that.
All right.
I need to tighten.
In fact, you can go ahead and take them like a couple of holes shorter now, like maybe 2 holes if there's 2 holes left there. 1 or 2 holes shorter.
Okay.
Do you want it hooked to the same spot?
Yeah.
On the girth here, or you can put it up?
Yeah, just where they are. That's fine. Just take them a couple of holes shorter. If there's 2 more holes, 2 more holes, or one or 2 more holes.
Wait a
I'm
second.
just getting the last of the slack out of the
How
reins.
did you reverse? How did you do that?
Did I grab it from the wrong?
I think you did.
Oh, that's why.
I'm like, I don't know how you did that.
Okay. Which whip do you use? One of the orange ones?
No, I don't use the orange one when I'm riding. It's the one. I don't know. I'll see it in a second.
It's this one, I'm gonna guess. It looks like what you've been using for a few years. Hi, Cal.
Is he barefoot or does he have shoes on?
He's barefoot.
He's barefoot. Seems to be handling that okay.
Say that again.
How long has he been barefoot? Just curious.
I think he's always been barefoot his whole life.
Yeah, that's the best way to go. You're gonna do it.
Yeah, he's been very good. Like, I don't think I see any problems there, actually.
No,
My farrier.
Not seeing any problem.
Okay, good.
I mean, as long as you're on the kind of footing that you're on there, and you're not on rocks and hard ground,
Yeah.
fine. If you're working.
Yeah, I think he's got a couple rough spots, but he has a choice. He doesn't have to step over them if he doesn't want to, because he's got a big field, like 6 acres or whatever you guys have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He asked me to bring him.
Big enough, at least. Did you do 2 holes?
I did 1. That's all I have left.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well, you can take the baling twine off.
Yeah, then it's all complicated. So I think I'm gonna
okay for today. That's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Kevin's like, there's so
These
many
stirrups, these leathers are for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saddle looks really nicely balanced on.
Yeah, I couldn't believe, like, I felt like I could sit forward in it and I wasn't falling back.
Nice.
Although it was weird because when I was trotting, I actually did feel like I was hitting the cantle a little bit. So maybe it's just me and my position a little bit and trying to figure that out. But at the walk, I felt like I was forward in the saddle, not falling to the back end of it.
Nice.
And Karen thought maybe it was the narrower twist that would help me do that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that other saddle you were in was very flat.
Yeah.
Okay. Flat here, you mean?
What's that?
Flat here?
Yeah, flat in terms of where the seat is, that other saddle that she was riding.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the delay.
There's not much of a delay.
Between Turn this-
I don't
It's
think
actually
so.
really good today.
Can you hold him for a second? What's that?
I said it's really good today. I can see you, I can hear you. This is working really well.
Oh, good. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty
so
much
you
like
want to
I'm
bring him to
sitting
the
right
other one? Or me, either one.
there. Okay.
Come on. Can you try, just check my girth real quick too? I think it's good, right? Okay. Yeah, actually, oddly enough, he kind of went better going the opposite way at the beginning of the day, but then I think on the lunge line he went better right. It was weird. Yeah.
Okay, well, I have myself on my mic here, but I can turn off if you want. Just let me know.
Okay.
Let me know how
So
it
far,
goes. We'll test
let's
this out.
start breathing hard.
Or if I start eating something.
Yeah. Good. Now, the rider taking over a little control here and beginning to move him out on the circle, little leg yield to start with here while we're in the walk. So let your circle get bigger. Sam, you try to just stay in the center where you are there. Give her a little more slack there in the rein. And Darcy, you're taking over the control. She's just there as kind of training wheels, if you will. But as we go here, you're taking over more control. Same thing here, bring the hindquarters out a little bit, leg yield out. So there you go, like that. So he moves those hindquarters out away from you a little bit and work on getting him to stretch into that contact in the walk. So just like you did in the work in hand, move him out a little bit off of that inside leg.
Almost came toward me and thought twice about it.
Little tap of your whip there behind your leg again. Ask him to move out a little bit. There, like that. Now I do notice that today he hasn't once looked at the door like I want to go to the door. So that's good.
Yeah, but we've been working on that a little bit.
Seems to be improving.
Yeah, I think day by day.
Walk on again.
Just a little here and there, though.
He's been much more apt to trot off today, Sam.
Yeah, he wants to go today. So that's a good sign with a horse like him.
The fall
If
weather.
it were one that were normally crazy, it'd be a different thing. But for ones like this who are normally kind of dull, they start wanting to move a little bit. That's a good sign. There you go. Now we still need to move those hindquarters, kind of counter bending. He was bending to the outside. That's it. Now begin to ask him to move those hindquarters. Now, Sam, you try to stay where you will. Now notice the less slack. Try to make him take up that slack as you're going around the circle. So again, just put your shoulders back. No, Darcy, you're trying to move him out till he takes up the slack in the long rein.
Okay.
Or in the lunge line, rather. There, like that. That's better. Soften him a little bit into the stretch. We move the hindquarters out a little bit more. So take a little contact. Feel his mouth a little bit as you ask him to step over, like that. Now remember that your shoulders should be paralleling the shoulders of the horse, which means your outside shoulder comes around a little bit. Stay square on your seat bones, but your outside shoulder should be the one in advance of the right one. You're kind of pulling your outside shoulder back at the moment. That's it. Sit up straight. Just have lift through your spine, lift your chest a little bit. Make sure you're engaging your core. There's your abs should just be lightly engaged. Now move the hindquarters out a little bit more. Still want to see a little more of a leg yield on the circle. He's very lazy about that. He wants to trot off, just bring him right back, shoulders back, that's the way. Just bring him right back to the walk, and now ask him again right away as soon as he comes back. He's just misinterpreting. It's easier for him to do a bad trot than to push his hindquarters outside. So he's trying to give you the easy option because you're putting your leg on. So be sure that your left leg, your outside leg, at this level of training, your outside leg isn't doing much. It's basically inside aids in the beginning, and then we begin to work on diagonal aids. That's it. Just put your shoulders back, taking up the slack, and once again, asking him to move the hindquarters out a little bit. I still want to see this hindquarters move to the outside. He's still going with his hindquarters way to the inside. There we go. So soften him a little bit with that inside rein, a little bit, shoulders back when he tries to trot off. Keep your seat in the saddle. Try to really keep your legs relaxed when he tries to trot off, so you're not, letting him go forward. Your body is staying relaxed in the saddle, and your legs are staying relaxed. So if he trots off and we squeeze, then it pushes you out of the saddle, and he's evading having to carry you. Yeah, that's better. And now prepare to trot, since he wants to trot so bad today. And let's go up into a trot.
He heard you, I think.
Trot. That's it. And start riding. There you go. Keep your shoulders back. Yes, good. Like that. Good. Like that. That's what I want to see.
So that's that little hop.
Keep the slack out of the rein. So if you need to widen your hands, that's perfectly fine. As he comes up, you just let your hands spread apart. There, that's good though. Good into the stretch right there. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that.
So this is this weird little hop he started doing one day, and then it went away. And now here it is again. And it was the same spot every time.
So he's just trying to break. It's easier for him to do a bad trot or canter, a bad canter, than to do a good trot. So he's just looking for a lazy way of doing things. That's all. That'll go away again. Just slow him down again. And once again, soften him a little more with your inside rein, just by keeping your inside rein a little more alive, feeling his mouth a little bit so he doesn't, when you see him counter flexing to the outside, then we know that we've got to get him to soften a little more of that inside rein and move away from that leg. There you go, like that. Keep that. Now, keep that. There you go, no big deal. That's him just looking for a lazy alternative. Again, so there you go, like that. Much better now. Keep that. Really nice, really nice. There, keep that going, keep that going, keep that going, keep that going. Just like that. Very good. Keep it going, keep it going. Very nice. Keep it going. And of course, when he's like that, then we do almost nothing at all. You're just going along with him until he decides that we have to do something to solve the problem of him deciding to change or whatever he wants to do. Once again, soften him a little more with that inside rein. There you go. Once he gets that position, then you're just gliding along. Very nice, like that. Keep it going. So be ready. Widen those hands when his head starts to come up. Good, good, good. I definitely like you in this saddle.
Yeah, I think his stride is better in this saddle.
Yeah, good job. Keep that going. So it gets consistent and he forgets about trying to do all other things. That's the way. Right there, really good. Keep it. Keep going.
Just wondering.
Every time he hollows, we have to move him out a little bit, soften him a little bit. There you go. Good job right there. Keep that. And keep looking around your circle. Shoulders in the right place now. Keep that. Keep it. Keep it. Good job. Keep going. Got to go till he stops thinking about all that other stuff like that. That's looking really good now. He's starting to look like he's in the zone. Keep it. Good. Now let him walk. Very nice. And let him walk for a moment. That was really good. So that's where you need to get to every day. All that little hopping around stuff is just him trying to figure out what he's supposed to be doing or looking for an easier way of doing it. But we want to go until it locks in the way he did there at the end. That was really good.
Okay.
Really nice. Now let him halt. You ask him for the halt. Just stretch your upper body up as you ask him to you stop following him, just closing your fingers. Very nice. And let's change directions. Good job.
Am I doing too much?
Change direction. No, you're fine. Come and change direction.
It's really hard. It's hard to be in the middle and not lunge the horse.
Right. You're there just in case, but mostly it's the rider should be doing most of this at this point.
I was trying. The tag of this is somewhere.
What?
There was a tag on this. It's somewhere in the ring. I don't think I need to worry about it. Oh. Go ahead.
Very nice. Let's try and widen your circle a little bit. Once again, that's all about the rider taking over control. Nice there. Very nice. Much better in this direction. Now, as you come to the center line, let's ask him to trot. Good job. Once again, just keeping the slack out of the reins all the time. He wants to stretch down, we give him more room, but in the meantime, there you go. Very nice. Keep that. I like how your shoulders didn't fall forward as he stretched. That's what we want to do. We want to stay active. Very nice. Keep that going. Oh, I really like how you look in this saddle. It's got your legs down around the horse better. Keep that. Very nice. And let him stretch all the way down again. Very nice. Keep him active as he does. Very nice. Keep that. Very nicely done right there. Keep it going. Every time he comes up, just lift yourself up a little bit, keeping the slack out of the reins. That's really good right there. Keep that going. Excellent work. Keep it going. Very nice. Keep it going. Excellent. Now come back to a walk. That's really good today.
Good boy. Good boy.
And let him halt.
And whoa. Whoa.
Close your fingers on the reins a little bit. Good. Now, Sam, I want you to take the lunge line off, but you're going to stay right where you were in the center, and now you're going to ride free around her. She's going to stay where she was. We're not taking everything away at once.
That's not for you. Can't eat that.
Good boy. All right. Now walk on. Just staying on the same circle. The only thing we're changing is that there's no line there any longer. Now think about as soon as you get on him, move those hindquarters a little bit to the outside, and you walk a little more active if you can. Like that. Staying on the circle here. Once again, move him away just like you did when the line was there. Like that, moving him into that outside rein. Good, good position with your outside shoulder. All right. And now trot rising. Very nice. That's the way. Just a little more active, and a little bump with your legs to keep him on that circle, like that. Good. There he goes. That's it. Keep it going. There, good. Now, once you get that stretched, just maximize the step a little bit, asking him to come through just a little more so he swings a little more. There. Very nice. Keep that. Taking up the slack in the reins, always keeping the slack out of the reins. And that's what the side reins are for at this level. They're kind of like training wheels on a bicycle. You know, they're to keep you from falling over, so to speak. Nice, like that. Keep that. There. There, good, good, good. Keep that. Good. Good. Excellent. Right there. Now bring him back to a walk. Okay. Now I want you to go large around the arena in the walk.
Okay.
Sam, you stay in the middle where you are. Good little shoulder in you're doing right there. Now go ahead and change the rein across the diagonal as you come around here. Just change the rein. Change direction. That's it. Every time he tries to trot off, you just really bring your shoulders back and let your legs relax so your weight sinks onto the horse. We have to fight our natural instincts, you know, when an animal starts to do something, the human instinct is to tighten up, you know, to tighten up your legs. But that's the wrong thing to do because that actually sends them forward and pushes you out of the seat. Now on the circle around Sam again. Especially your upper legs. But I really like how you're sitting, this has got your leg longer, that saddle looks really quite good. Karen may have something else to say.
It feels a lot better. Yeah.
It really looks like your legs are longer and around the horse. These kind of wide horses, especially if you're not very tall, you know.
Yeah.
Then it's hard to get your legs down. So that narrow twist is important. Like that. Very nice. Now, as you come around to the back wall over there, I want you to ask him to trot. Staying on the circle just like we did. There we go. The same thing here, trying to keep the slack out of the reins, letting him stretch down if he will, and getting him to move off that inside leg.
Poop or something? No, I guess not. I thought he had a poop.
Good. Now a little more active trot's not quite enough to get him to push up into his back. So a little bit, there you go. Let him go down to there. That's what I want to see right there. Keep that. Keep it going, just like that. Very nice. Very nice, right there. Excellent work. Keep it going. Just a little bit more swing now. That is a little more active. Good. I love what you're doing with your hands there. That's just the right thing to do. Just widen them. Again, that's not how we ride at a show. It's how we school horses in the beginning so that we can put our hands together into the correct place. But in the beginning, it's all about teaching them to not lose contact with the reins. Nice there. Really nice. Really nice there. Now, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's it. Every time you see him starting to slow up, lift your chest. Think to lift your chest and put a little leg on. Like that. Keep going. Keep going around her. Good. Now I want you to go large around the arena once. Let's see if we can now go large a little bit, just like you are right there. Really nice. Just like that. Keep it going. Excellent. Just the right thing to do with your hands, just widening them a little bit like that. Now back onto the circle around Sam again. Let him go all the way down. Trot a little more active again, a little bump of your leg. Lift your chest just a little bit so you come up a little. There you go, right there. We want to be behind the motion or with the motion of the horse, but never ahead of it. He does like that, keeping the slack out. Good, right into that stretch. Good job, right there. Now bring him back to a walk again. No, keep going. Don't walk yet. And again, from a good. Okay, there you go. You always gotta. We let him walk when everything else is going well, unless it's an emergency. There you go, like that. Now ask him back to a walk. Go to the right. Keep going.
I think he's smarter than us.
Yeah.
So keep that active walk. Sam, just stay where you are. And Darcy, change across the diagonal at the next alongside here.
Okay. You can walk. There you go.
Very nice. And change on the diagonal.
That's
Now this time after you change on the diagonal, just bring it back to a walk. Yeah, no big deal. He's just trying stuff. And now we're going to turn by the center line and try to do a little leg yield to the right from the center line.
you don't need to.
The shoulders down. That's right. There. Good job. Look where you're going. Very nice. That's actually quite good. No big deal. Just right back to that trot again. Try to remember as he starts to trot off, really let your knees relax so you don't squeeze yourself up out of the saddle.
Okay.
Just let your hips move with the horse like that. Good. Keep that going in the walk. Now I want you to change the rein across the next diagonal. Track to the right, and then you're going to turn by the center line this time. You get to A there and leg yield to the left. Really nice. I like that. Very nice. Now just go ahead and on your circle again around Sam. And when you reach the wall over there, ask him to trot again. So back onto our trot into the stretch on the circle. A little more active trot. Or there you go into that stretch. Really nice right there into your hand. Good job. Look around that circle. I'm loving this. See if you can get just a little stronger trot so we get a little more push off the back end. Excellent. There we go, right there. Good job. Keep that. That's the way. Good job, right there. Excellent. Now walk.
There you go.
Boy, I'm stretching the walk for a moment. Nice. Now ask him to halt.
And whoa. Whoa.
Excellent. And dismount right there. You're done. Excellent work today. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Not one look at the door today, other than this
Yeah.
little thing of wanting to try to canter a little bit, which is nothing. That'll disappear. You know, it's just him
Yeah.
trying. It's nothing that you want to get excited about.
Okay.
He will stop that very soon if you keep working in the same way. So
Yeah.
next time that you work on your own together, I mean, once again, you can see how we're taking a progression here. We're taking one thing and then we're moving to the next thing. It's so important with young horses, and that's where people make the biggest mistakes trying to train their own horses, is they just don't get how to do little increments at a time, and realize that in the beginning, we must do the same things over and over again, to get the horse really steady in it. And then we build on each steady little level that we get in each one of these things. So that was fantastic today. Now, Trot looks really good. Your contact was good. You rode him well. Once again, I really like how you look in that saddle, much better than the other one.
Yeah.
And, all good. So this is where you can go ahead, like the next time you work him, and take those. His side range still could have been another hole shorter. So
Okay.
next time you just leave off those little ropes and just do them with the side range, and they should be fine.
Okay.
Questions today?
No, I don't really have any. I think that was good. I think my work really is still in the hind end out, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like I got a little timid about it today when I was on him, because I felt like every time I asked, he just either trotted forward if I was at a walk, or he wanted to canter forward. So
Yeah.
I guess I just have to work on that part.
Exactly right. But it came really, but you got him there. Being the important part is that he got there really nicely.
Yeah. What'd you say, Sam?
I said the little trot during walk or canter during trot is his new way out of it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So he'll come up with a new one after you get
Yeah,
out of it.
exactly. Yeah.
So we'll just have to.
Makes sense.
You just have to be smarter than he is.
Good job, Calvin.
All right. Great
Thanks,
job
Will.
today.
I
So
think
we'll do this again next week, right?
same time next week. Yeah.
Same time next week.
Okay.
Keep experimenting.
Oh, look at that.
And here's Trigger.
Okay. Can I have a smaller dually
You
bob?
can use this instead.
Yeah. I gotta
Ron,
get my
for the mic.
helmet
Let
though.
me switch.
I actually don't even know where my helmet is.
I'll
Thank
get
you.
your helmet.
Okay.
But you can start probably anyway with working hands. So
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I guess I should turn my mic off.
Okay, well, I believe how nice it's all working today. We haven't had any problems at all. It's great. Good job, Ron, getting all this going.
It won't stay up. Okay. Yeah, it's on. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's all the pixie is already switched. Look at that. Trigger, we're already ready. Do you want me to use one of the orange guys? Okay. I'll use mine. You ready, Trigger?
And of course, go ahead and take those side reins off of that other horse before you go anywhere. Unhook those right away.
No.
Good. Very nice. Now, once he starts to stretch, now try to get a little bigger step out of him. I like that. Go ahead and turn down the center line and leg yield to the right. Get a little more contact on your outside range. Just take the slack out of it. So you feel his mouth. There you go. Like that. Very nice. Very nice right there. Good. Good. That's a good shoulder 4 coming down the long side. Very nice right there. Now down the next long side, I want you to let him go straight, but lengthen the stride a little bit. See if we can get him to really reach up and be a little more active in a straight line. Good. Very nice. And again, shoulder 4 down the next long side. Nice, right there. Good, now on to a circle again. And so you can get him to stretch even a little bit deeper now all the way down. Very nice, there we go. Very nice. And stay on the circle. That. Circle now, Sam. Sam, circle. Now move your outside hand up the neck. Move the rein up the neck. There you go. All right, back there. Got to keep paying attention to that. And on the circle here in the stretch. There. All the way down once, a little bit deeper. Yeah. There, good. And you can stop as you come around there to E and change directions.
Okay. We don't really have breaks. That's fine.
Oh, that's it. Don't worry about that being perfect. There you go.
The breaks aren't quite there.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good job today. There you go.
And now just make the step a little more active. So he's stretching nicely, but now we need a bigger step. And on the circle there, 20-meter circle, starting from there. Good. Keep moving that outside rein up the neck. There we go. A little further up. There you go. Now you have it right. There. Now shoulder 4 down the next long side. Good, right there. Good. Now on your circle, start a 20-meter circle right there. Yeah, good. Better now. Now make the step a little more active. Move the outside rein up the neck again. Good. Right there. Very good. Nice, good there. Now you may halt.
Ooh. Ooh.
Stop following him. That's all right. Oh, we'll get there. Good job.
Oh.
Oh, very nicely done. All right, let's put him on the lunge. See how he looks.
Do you have a carrot in your pocket or a sugar? Do you have a sugar? Oh, thank you. You can put that on the bench or something. Yeah. Will, do you want side reins?
Yes. Good.
That would be a yes.
You got his white parts nice and clean.
In muddy. I don't know how that happened. He was dried and he was clean. Use this one. Okay. Good job.
Just starting on that small circle, just as if you were working him in hand. Staying a little closer to him until he starts to stretch. Like it. There we go. Good. Good. Now start him into the trot. Watch that you're not getting ahead of his eye there a little bit. Stay back behind his eye a little. There.
Oh, we're so lazy today suddenly.
Don't worry about the transition being perfect at this level. It's not going to be. Again, widening your circle a little bit. There, good. Trying to get him to yield those hindquarters a little bit more to the outside.
I got caught in the mic there. Okay, we're good.
Okay. So moving the hindquarters a little bit more outside. Needs a little bit more activity, a little bigger circle. Walk with him a little bit, but continue to try to just keep bringing that lash around with the whip so he begins to yield those hindquarters a little bit more. Not, I don't think hitting him every time, just keep bringing it around with you. And then try to give him a little tap and see if you can move those hindquarters out away from you a little more. There, like that. There, he starts to get into the stretch. Still needs to move the hindquarters out a little bit more. There, that's better.
Easy, buddy.
That's better. A little bit more active. Still need a little more activity to get him to push a little bit. Again, don't be afraid to tap him with the whip and move those hindquarters out a little bit more. Let him become a little more active. There. That's better. Getting there. Still keep trying to move the hindquarters. Still needs to push those hindquarters more outside the circle. He's still pulling his shoulders way outside the shoulder, a circle. There you go. Now he's starting to move it a little bit. Don't be afraid to run that lash out and give him a little tap on the whip if he's not responding. If we do something, I mean, if we just show them a whip or whatever and they never respond, well, they're just going to ignore it. So once in a while, we do have to give them a little tap with it. Still need to move those hindquarters out a bit. There you go. Getting better there now. Making it become a little more active. And now we're getting there. Much better. Keep it going. That's more like it. Keep that going. Now he's starting to have something. That's more like it. Good. Keep that like that. There we go. Keep it going. Yeah, good. It's improving all the time. Keep it going. Yeah. Good. Keep that. Just trying to get that circle a little more consistent. So he still wants to bring the hindquarters in a little bit, but that's much better. There he goes. There, he just swung them out right there. Good job. Keep that. Now we're starting to have a horse working over its back. Keep that. So when we see this horse, you can still see he has quite a dip behind the saddle there, right? Mm-hmm. You can see that, which tells us that, remember, when in terms of, well, when do we bring horses up? We got to see that begin to fill out before you begin to bring them up. This kind of horse's withers needs to come up through his shoulders. A little more active. That's it. Keep it. Now ask him to canter once for me, and let me see what he looks like in the canter. Pretty good trot now for him. Okay, keep it going. Not too bad. See if he'll stretch into it. Send him on a little bit in the canter so he actually goes a little faster. See if you can make him open the canter a little bit on the lunge line. It's not so Pepe Le Pew, as I like to call it, where they kind of have that weird bouncy little look. That's better. Keep it going. Enough though. Now bring him back to a trot. Not going to get exactly where we wanted to in the canter today, so we're going to come back and trot.
Easy.
So just keep bringing him onto a smaller circle till he trots. And saying trot to it and trot. Remember, lower your voice when you're talking to the horse. When you want a downwards transition, the sound should be soothing and low. There we go. Now, once again, getting back to that trot that we had before, we're stretching into it, move the hindquarters, give him a little tap with the whip, getting moving the hindquarters a little more outside. Yeah, it's more like it. So you see this horse has quite a few difficulties in that he's built downhill. His back is also a little bit long and his hindquarters are straight. So
Yeah.
he's got all of those working against him a little bit.
And I
But
think
that just
he's
means that
got
we have to stay in
Western,
that. What's that?
he's got Western training as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, to boot. Yeah.
Which simply means that somebody ignored the frame and just rode him.
Yeah.
Two types of people in the world: those that understand that we can influence the frame, and those who just let a horse be wherever it's going to be.
Well, and he hides,
Nice.
you know, because he was trained with the curb bit, so he doesn't trust the hand.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. Yeah. And it's
It's
okay.
getting better though. Keep it going. There we go. Like that. Keep that. There. That's better there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Move the hindquarters out a little bit like that. Keep that.
Good boy.
Good boy. Keep that. So they're coming, starting to die behind again. Watch those hocks. When you see those hocks starting to move, but they're not getting any bend in them, then know we have to get them a little more active and push those hindquarters away a little bit.
My jacket. The horse is doing all the work, but I'm getting warm. Go. All right. All right. It's okay, buddy.
Okay, keep them on that circle there. Keep them active. Push the hindquarters away from you again a little bit. There you go. Getting better now. Again, yielding the hindquarters. There we go.
Ooh.
Keep it going. Keep it going one more time. There you go. There, 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 there. That's better. There, there. And let him walk.
Okay. Well. Oh.
Remember, say, and walk. Lower your voice.
Oh boy.
I like that.
I just tried to stick with him there as he was starting to get there. I think it was hard for him to keep that circle.
Yeah.
But you know, instead of just pulling him toward me, I don't know, you know, because I think when he starts to stretch and then he wants to counterbend and go straight as soon as he relaxes,
Yeah.
and then he runs into the bit. I don't know, but anyway, he'll get there. He'll get
Yeah,
there.
I thought that was good.
Yeah, just
And
these
you may
little
halt and
things.
change directions.
Okay. Oh, just these little things he has to get over. Oh, buddy, comes with extra difficulties. Wasn't built to be a dressage horse, but that's okay. Wasn't built to be.
Well, it wasn't so much that he wasn't built to be, but he was ridden for obviously long enough that his body forgot how to move correctly if it ever knew.
That too, yeah. And I think he has foot problem. He had really bad foot problems before too. So, yeah.
All that adds to the difficulty, which means they don't work correctly.
Yeah, but we can
Like
teach
you and
him.
I, if we stay on our couches and we never get up, we'll turn into blobs, right?
Yeah. But we can help him. We'll get there.
Getting the right set of muscles working. That's
You just
fine.
gotta convince him that we know the way.
Yep.
Oh, buddy. You can do it, buddy.
Well, I say this, nothing can happen fast here. That's why I'm pointing out the back here situation is that this horse is going to need to stay in a stretch for quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean, that back will totally change and that will flatten out behind the saddle there as he comes up, and the withers will come up quite a bit more. And go ahead and trot, and he wants to do that a little bit. Get him active, move him away. So sometimes it's easier with the ones that are hard to engage to get them going in the trot. And now try to get your circle bigger. It's a little bit too small for him. He's kind of stumbling around it. So try to walk with him a little bit first, but keep running your lash out. And little taps of the whip. I don't care if he wants to canter a little bit. You got to get him to move the hindquarters to the outside a little bit. He's got to respect you a little bit more. Right now, he's kind of counterflexing and trying to run around, throwing his shoulder to the inside. And just bring him right back to a trot. If he canters, just, it's not that we're going to let him do it, but if he breaks into it, no big deal. Use the voice commands rather than that trilling thing. Just say, and trot.
Trot, easy. Can you not roll your R's? Making fun.
There we go.
There you go.
And once again, they're getting better now. Keep trying to walk with him a little more, but keep trying to run your lash out and move those hindquarters. He's still kind of going very much counterflex and wanting to have his hindquarters in at you. So bring him in a little smaller. And if he breaks into a canter a little bit, a couple of times, no big deal. But you've got to get him to respect that whip and move out away from it before anything can happen. So that's why we don't worry about that. Breaks into a canter a little bit. Go ahead and tap him again, even in the canter, and make him move his hindquarters out a little bit. That's it, and he's going to do that. So that's kind of a natural thing they're going to go through because he doesn't want to do it. Now bring him back to a trot again. Ask him back to the trot. You can see that it's a very difficult time there. And once again, walk with him, but just keep bringing that whip out around. Little touches. He's still wanting to counterflex. He's still wanting to push the hindquarters way too much to the inside. Yeah. There you go. Working on that. Walking with him till we get it. Easy.
Okay.
Keep going. I'm sorry, I meant to say trotting, not walking. Now bring him a little closer. Bring him a little closer to you at the front end there, and just try to keep your whip up and see if we can get him to move. But walk with him so that we can get him on a larger circle. You got to take bigger steps and walk with the horse, but staying closer to him so that he can be on a bigger circle, but you can still ask him to move those hindquarters away. That's it. Stay with it. There, good. Much better now. Starting to happen. And we have to wait. Once again, keep him closer to you there. Still moving the hindquarters. There, let's go. It's getting a little better. Stay with it. Keep trying to move the hindquarters to the outside. There, it's getting better. Keep walking with him. Try to let him be on a little bigger circle, so you walk a bigger circle yourself.
I think I'd have to run.
Yeah, well, the best you can.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to let him out a little bit so that.
Yeah, let him out a little away from you there, but there you go. Go get a little bigger. But keep bringing your lash around, little taps till he just begins to bring the hindquarters to the outside.
There we go.
There you go. Much better now. Getting there. Keep it going. There, keep it going. Keep it going.
That's a good happy medium.
And again, every time he comes around there, he tries to throw the hindquarters in at you.
Around here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He comes around this time, give him a little tap with the whip as you come around right there, where he starts throwing himself at you. Tap him with the whip once there. Be sure it touches him. I can't really tell if that happens, but that's okay. If he wants to kick out at it, he's got to learn a little respect to that, which he doesn't have much of. So sometimes we have to give him a little tap. Once again, it doesn't matter if he canters a little bit. Now bring him right back to a trot, though. So if he breaks into the canter, bring him right back to the trot after you move the hindquarters to the outside again.
Easy.
Again, hindquarters to the outside. Now just bring him down to a walk again and halt right where you are. Ron or somebody there, bring her a dressage whip out to her in the ring. I want you to just keep him in a small, we're going to work on his hindquarters a little bit here. So just bring him back to a halt there where you are. Somebody bring her a dressage whip if you can hear me.
I can use my hand as well. Or
No, don't use.
He's already coming. Okay.
That's never a good idea. Bring somebody bring you a whip. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. He's coming. The pixie must be good if you
Just
can't
stop
see.
him right there.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, there.
This is the
Now
worst
just
thing.
leave the, you take the dressage whip. I don't want, all I want him to do is move the hindquarters. You're not going to let him move much. I want you to, you're basically going to stay where you are and make him move the hindquarters around you.
Okay.
So let's try that now where you are. There you go. So he moves it around. There, stepping it to the outside, stepping it to the outside. A little bit more. Same thing again. So you're just doing like a turn on the forehand. There you go. Try not to bend his neck so much to the inside. There you go. So the neck should stay straight. There, there, there. Tap again until he moves the hindquarters a little bit again. Same thing. You're staying in the middle. Try not to pull his neck way to the inside. Move the hindquarters without pulling the neck. There.
Okay, hold
Again,
it.
tap him again. You've got to move away from you more.
Oh.
Stay right where you are. Just stand still where you are. Stand still. Stand still. Stand still. Now from that, I just want you to make him just move around you. Stay where you are, and you're just going to make him move the hindquarters around you. Don't let him go anywhere. Like that. Just moving the hind. There you go. Like that. Good. Now go around and do it again. Another couple of steps. Move the hindquarters. There. Again, move the hindquarters. Again. There. Now try to tap him more where your leg would go when you're riding. Rather, you don't have to hit him way back there in the hindquarters to get him to step over. Again, same thing again, just moving the hindquarters. That little stronger. There, he's got to respect it. So you remember that idea of the circle progression of the age. Don't do anything twice at the same level. If he doesn't respond to one touch, he's not going to do it the next time unless you increase it. So every time he doesn't respond, you have to increase the intensity of the aid a little bit till he responds. Like that. There you go. That's what I want to see. Good. Now, Ron, bring her back to the lunge whip, and let's go back to the lunging again.
Oh, he left it here. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I need someone to grab this dressage whip. Because I don't want to leave this on the ground while we lunge.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
What is this job called? There's a name for it. Oh,
Okay. Now start with your lunge whip, just making him move the hindquarters. Now, same kind of thing from the same place you were. Just stop alongside his head there, so he can't go anywhere. Now just move the hindquarters to the outside. Just tap him with the whip. A little bit stronger. If he doesn't respond, you have to hit him a little harder. That's right. If he kicks at you, then you hit him a little harder. There you go, like that. Now pat him on the neck. Stop. Good boy. Reward him. Good fellow.
Oh.
Like that.
Says that was horrible. You're all
Now
right.
do the same thing again. There, good. Like that. Keep it moving around you. Again, step over, step over, step over. Good. Now open it up and put him back on the lunge line now. So open up your circle. And we'll see if he responds a little better now. There, already. All right, keep that. Good, better stretch already. There, that's much better walk now. Good job there. Now walk with him again as you begin to widen the circle, keeping those hindquarters moving out a little bit like that. Now ask him to trot again. Staying right where you are. Tap him with the whip. Say trot. Use your voice commands this little. That's a little better. Keep that going. Good, keep him right there. That's better. No big deal. Just ask him back to the trot immediately when he breaks into the canter to say, and trot. Keep him right there.
Easy trot.
Yeah, I'll let him open the circle, let him go into a bigger circle now, give him a little more rein there. That's better. That's better. Here we go. This is getting better. Keep your whip up. Now see if you can bring your whip up and move the hindquarters a little bit while he's moving now. See if he got the idea here of what you're looking for. There, like that. Good. You have to run that lash out and tap him with it.
Easy. Trot.
And trot. Remember, make your voice calming. I always preface a downwards transition with and. So I go like, and trot. So I stretch it out. So it's soothing sounding. Then now move him out in the bigger circle. His hindquarters are starting to move out a little bit. So this is good. Now give him a little more room on the lunge line. Let it open up now. Just keep trying to move those hindquarters to the outside. Keep it going. Not quite there yet. Better. Certainly moving the hindquarters better. Keep that going. There. Let the circle get a little bigger again. There. Now we're starting to get there. Now we're starting to get there. There we go. Keep it going. Keep going. Much better with the hindquarters. At least moving out a little bit now. Now let the circle get a little bit bigger again. Once again, lifting your whip up, asking to move the hindquarters to the outside.
Good.
Better, keep it going. There, getting there, keep it going. Another little tap of your whip. He wants to poop there, that's all right, and let him stop. He wants to.
Dad, help, he says. He just looked at his dad.
What are they doing? All right, back into the trot again. That's a good sign, though. Tells them they're starting to lift their back when they start freeing up their bowels, interestingly enough.
Got it, buddy.
Like that. Now, once again, lifting that whip, moving the hindquarters a little bit outside, letting your circle get bigger now.
Ooh.
Keep going. Keep going. Not there yet.
Okay.
Keep going. There we go. We're getting there. Gonna get him all the way there. Getting better. Keep it going. There. Come on. Keep it going. Moving the hindquarters out a little bit again. Getting better.
Easy. Slow down.
Ron, can you pull the zoom back on the camera a little bit? It's staying so close on me. I'm losing him half the time here.
I can go further toward the camera. That's fine.
Well, I think it's too, the camera zooming in too close. It needs
To the horse, I see.
Yeah. They can't keep up with him. Yeah, that's better. Keep it going. Keep on. Keep almost there. Keep it going. Keep it going. There you go. Almost there. Don't stop. Got to get all the way there. But his hind legs are starting to move there. It's starting to look much better. Keep that. Obviously, very one-sided, this horse. Keep it going. Almost there. It's looking much better. The hindquarters are finally moving out a little bit. There. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's more like it. Keep it going. Yeah. Much better now. Keep that. There we go. Now we're getting there. Much better. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Starting to move those hind legs now.
Good.
Keep going. Almost there. Keep it going. There. Starting to come. He's finally moving the hindquarters out. Starting to work over his back now. Got a much better step. Keep that. Nice. Now let him come back to the walk now. Let's reward him because that's at least 100% better than it was. So let him come back to the walk and just stretch in the walk for a minute and walk. Remember, lower those tones.
That was you that he listened to there.
And I'll let him walk like that. That was much better. Keep that. Very nice. Right there. Keep that. Now let him halt right there and then go change directions again.
Oh. Oh. We need to have wakes. Gotta have wakes. Oh. Oh there, buddy. Oh there, buddy. Do you want to do, are we doing the same?
Yeah, I just want you to try again. We're just going to go back on the lunge line.
On the lunge line, this direction? Okay. So
Yeah,
not the same.
That's what we're doing. We're just changing direction on the lunge line.
Okay. I gotta go back to where my whip is. Come on, come on. I got too many clothes on, Trigger, for this workout.
You want to take your coat off? You can if you want.
Oh, well, the microphone's on my coat, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice big stretch in the walk again. So we come back to the side that was easier. That other side was very hard for him.
Yeah.
So we come back to where it was a little easier for him.
Yeah, that left shoulder on him is tight.
Hmm.
And like the left side of his neck. I don't know if you could see me, but like right here is tight on his left side.
Yeah.
But anyway, it'll all come together.
There we go. Nice. And now trot again.
Trot. Good.
Yeah, much better. Keep that going now. There, really good. Keep that. Much better.
Good job.
Good job. Keep that going. Much better step now. Right there. Very good.
Easy.
So keep it going until he stretches again. Yeah, that's good. That's more like it right there. There we go. Keep that going. There. Very nice. Keep that going. Nice. There. Good job. Keep that. More step, a little more active. There. Watch, he starts to push with that back end like that. Starts to push himself off the ground. Nice. Now let him walk.
Walk. And walk.
Remember, and walk. Lower your voice. Preface it with and, like that. And then halt.
Oh. Should be ready to hoe now, buddy.
All right, that was good.
Oh.
And of course, Gwen, as soon as you're done, go ahead and take the side reins off. I should have mentioned that to Darcy before, but you never want to be leading them around with the side reins on. So as soon as we quit, those get disconnected.
Okay.
And then come down the other end and let's talk a bit of what this horse needs to do. Oh, there, Ron, I can see you too. So I can talk to the two of you right there, if that's good.
Oh, sure.
So what I see here, and as you said, Ron, before, that people find this horse difficult to ride, I wouldn't doubt it. This horse is not ready to be ridden, okay? He's not consistent enough over his back that when you get on, remember, like all the things we talk about that you read in books about how riding is supposed to go, you know, you put your leg here, you do this or that, and things are supposed to react in a certain way. Well, that only works if the horse is consistently over his back. None of those things work. So what you guys need to do, I'd like you to do this week, is do nothing but lunge this horse until we can get him consistent in both directions. So in other words, that needs to happen before you put weight back on his back, or you're kind of wasting your time, because until he can connect through the top line, you know, in the trot, I mean, if he can't do it by himself, it's not going to be better with a rider up there. Does that make sense? Yeah. It never is. So you've got to let him develop a little further before you ride him much, and let's get him consistent, and then we'll put the rider back up. So this week, I'd like you to do just the work we did today every day. And if that one direction you have to, break it down the way I showed you and just make him do turns on the forehand a little bit till he just listens to your leg a little more and listens to the whip and moves away from it and it should just get better and better now. I mean, we got to a good place in both directions. So let's have a week of just doing nothing but that. Then when I see you guys next week, we'll see if he's ready to get weight back on his back again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And you think, I have a question. So, I mean, that was a lot of like bad steps that he took, a lot of hollow steps, I should say, you know? And you think I should just persist through that because he'll eventually come to a good place.
And he got there, didn't he? And if he didn't, we wouldn't have stopped. We would have changed direction. I mean, that's why I had you stop and do the work in hand again, because the way it was going, it wasn't going to get there. Yeah. So whenever and that was the issue. I mean, you have to ask him, if the horse won't listen to the aid of moving away from the whip, then you can't get anything done, because he was just basically ignoring the one thing that would get him to engage, which was to move his hindquarters away. Right? Understand? So that has to be there before we can do anything else.
Yeah, I was on him just at the walk for not a long time, but just at the walk, just on him. And then it wasn't working out. So I would get off and do work in hand and then get back on. And then I have to get off again and do work in hand, you know, so I really broke it down, but we'll just stay off his back. I think that's fine.
But I'd say, I don't think he shouldn't have anybody riding him until he can do a consistent trot in the stretch. When you have that, then you have a chance of succeeding. But if you don't have that, I mean, once again, if they don't have enough strength to hold themselves up and carry themselves, it's only going to get worse when you put a rider on the back, you know? So those are the things that we look for in training to say, what is this horse ready to do? Not to say, I'm sure you can get on and ride him, but it would have no real point until we can straighten the back out and really get that flow through his back all the time. Then we put the weight on and take the next step forward like that. And I don't think it will take long, and we got to a good place, but by all means, if you need to, break it down, stop if it's not, and do that work in hand. In fact, do a little bit of that tomorrow before you even start. You know, start with your work in hand. After you do your basic work in hand, come back and just see if you can just be sure you can make him move those hindquarters around the way you did. And then start on the easy side. So start on the side in the lunge that was easy for him, and then we go to the other side and see if we can put the two together. So I'd like to see that this week, and then by next week, hopefully we'll have him moving consistently over his back, and then we can put the weight back on him again. You know, that makes sense.
Big homework assignment, but we got it.
That's a big homework assignment. Okay, you guys, any questions today?
Got to make time for it. We got it.
That's right. Well, that'll also be a good lesson for other people to see this one, is the steps that's what most people who've never really trained horses, and many who have. You know, if we just adhere to understanding that we've got to get the horse moving correctly without weight before we get on them, because it never gets better because we add weight.
But we're on Facebook right now. Oh, good. Okay.
Great. Okay, you guys, great job today. Any other questions? Fantastic job. Thanks so much, Ron, for all the trouble you've done in getting all this working. This was fantastic today. It was great. I feel like I'm sitting right there with you. There's been no downtime, so really super work. And we'll plan on picking it up again next week at the same time, right?
Gotta get a cardboard cutout of Will, because I don't know where to look.
I know. I noticed you were looking at the ceiling there.
I'm looking at the speaker because I'm looking at your voice. That's why I'm looking at the ceiling.
Look at the camera. Look to the camera.
Okay, I'll look at the camera.
Look at the camera.
You can tell I don't spend a lot of time, you know, on video and studios and such. I'll get better at it.
Great job, you guys. That was a lot of fun today, and we're getting this down to a system. So great job.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to check out, and I will see you soon.
That was not me.